This is one of the resources I get asked the most questions about. If you go to my personal Instagram page, and I used to do like these videos on different like industry topics or just helpful advice. Once I started doing those videos, people kept asking me like, oh my God, how'd you do this video? And how'd you do the graphic? And one person thought I was actually doing like a whole green screen type of thing, but it was Canva.
Welcome to the Friends in Beauty Podcast, a safe space for ambitious beauty industry creatives to have real talk, get real answers, and practical tools to grow their businesses. My name is Akua Robinson, and I'm a makeup artist, beauty educator, and the creator of Friends in Beauty. I created Friends in Beauty to support like-minded creatives just like you on their quest to connect, network, and build genuine relationships within the beauty community. Join me every week as me and my special guests reveal the keys to success and longevity in the beauty industry, and most importantly, have fun while doing it. You ready?
Hey, what's up? It's your best friend in beauty, Akua Robinson. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in Beauty Podcast. I'm so happy to have you here with me. Thanks for joining me today. On today's episode of the Friends in Beauty Podcast, I want to share with you some resources that I use in my business that keep it up and running. But before we jump into today's episode, I have to share a few announcements with you. First one is, make sure you join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community. It's a place for us to hang out, virtually network, support and uplift one another, and, of course, share resources. If you are a friend in beauty, if you're a makeup artist, hairstylist, model, photographer, esthetician, fashion stylist, beauty blogger, nail tech, etc., you get the point, right? If you are a friend in beauty, go ahead and join our community. The more the merrier. Just go ahead and click the link in the show notes to join and share with other friends in beauty that want to be with us as well. Also, the Friends in Beauty Podcast is on YouTube. I always forget to share that. If you prefer to watch the interview episodes, be sure to subscribe to Friends in Beauty Podcast or Friends in Beauty on YouTube. And of course, give the video a thumbs up and a comment and let us know what you think. Also, we're on Apple Podcasts. Just go ahead and search for Friends in Beauty Podcast and leave us a 5-star rating and review. And thank you so much to everyone who has rated and reviewed the podcast so far. I got really teary-eyed reading some of those reviews, and y'all are just so sweet. Let me share some of the reviews with you. So the title says, Essential for Beauty Professionals. This podcast was definitely needed and essential for all beauty professionals to subscribe to. This podcast is giving all the right professional advice and details that are needed to keep beauty professionals on the right track and successful. Glad it was created. Thank you, Jessica Marie, MUA, my boo. Love Jessica. Next review, the best thing to come out of quarantine. This podcast is phenomenal and needed for beauty lovers, makeup artists, and beauty content creators alike. Great artists featured, advice, and broadened perspectives shared. Thank you, Indie Fendi. Another review says, a gem. Oh, that's so cute. And it has a little diamond beside it. This podcast is perfect for beauty creatives, dropping relevant gems and taking an inside look on how to stay motivated, break into the industry, and real talk with creatives that are already doing it and how they started. Thank you, Shulu Don. I hope I said your name right. And this one says, what a perfect podcast. That's the title of the review. I'm enjoying this podcast so far. I love the conversations and the insight from other people in the industry I'm in. Keep up the amazing progress. I'll be here to listen. Thank you, Jackie. So chic, so sweet. I love it. So again, thank you so much for everyone who reviewed and rated the podcast so far. I really appreciate you. And I really appreciate hearing your feedback, even if you haven't reviewed officially like on Apple and everything. Those of you who have sent me, personal messages and everything, just encouraging me and thanking me for doing this. I really appreciate it because it definitely helps to keep me uplifted. Thank you. And if you ever have any suggestions on topics you'd like me to cover on the solo episodes or friends in beauty that you'd like to hear from on the podcast, let me know by contacting me via email or you can DM me on my personal page or on the Friends in Beauty page. All of that information on how to contact me is in the show notes or in the description down below. So let's go ahead and jump into this episode. I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 resources that keep my business running. And I thought this was really cool to do because a lot of times I get messages a lot actually from people that want to know how I do like certain aspects of my business, like how I create graphics or how I even record the podcast or just little things here and there. So I thought I would hit you with my top 10 like go-to resources that I use pretty often in my business that keep it, running like a well-oiled machine, so to say. So this is like not in any particular order, but I do have to say that my favorite one, I'm going to leave as last. So the first resource that I want to share with you is a service called Printful. Printful is an on-demand order fulfillment and warehousing service that fulfills and ships products including clothing, accessories, and home and living items for online businesses. It's free to set up. It doesn't come with any monthly fees or minimum order requirements. I personally use Printful I just created a line called Skin Queen Revolution. It's an apparel line, and I use Printful for that service. And the thing about Printful is that you can also integrate it with a lot of different e-commerce platforms. So I have mine integrated with Shopify. So I created all of my store items on Printful, like the designs and everything like that. I connected to Shopify as like the platform for people to shop on. When people purchase from Shopify, it goes to Printful. Printful receives the order and they print my shirts, my hats, and all of that good stuff for me. So I've been loving Printful. It's pretty much something new that I've been using, but I don't have any complaints so far. The only complaint that I would have right now that's kind of like out of their control is just that stuff is like really backed up because of COVID. So that's the only thing. But I've been loving Printful because it takes away the need to have inventory, like physical inventory in your possession. People can just order from the site and they fulfill it for me. They print it and they ship it and all of that good stuff for me. So definitely check out Printful. There is tons of other ones too, but Printful was really easy for me. So I stuck with Printful. There's tons of other ones that you can use, but Printful is my go-to. So check it out if that's something that you're interested in doing. Like if you want to make apparel for your brand and all that stuff. Even if you're not going to sell it per se, and you just want to create a shirt or something for yourself, check out Printful. All right. So next resource is PayPal. PayPal is my main payment processing system for my clients and anything business related. It tracks my spending and my earning. You can create invoices on there. If you have like checkout pages for your business for people to purchase things, you can create buttons for checkout. They also have something called paypal.me. It's like a customized link that you can use that I just shoot over to my clients. So like, for example, if I need somebody to pay a deposit, I have a personalized PayPal link that I could just text to them or send via email that they could just click on. It has the price pre-populated already, and they could just connect it to their PayPal account to pay, or they can input their card information. Love that. And I also love PayPal because they provide you with a MasterCard. So anything that I need to purchase for my business, I use that MasterCard for, so that everything is in one place. And I could just send that document to my tax person and I'm good to go. Check out PayPal. Next resource is Lead Pages. So Lead Pages is a landing page service that I use to promote all of my events and classes. They have lots of templates that are really, really easy to use. And it's also a way to collect emails and create and deliver lead magnets. And I like that it's easy to use and it integrates with a lot of other services. And I've never had any challenges with it being glitchy or anything like that. And I believe the plan that I have is $37 a month. But Lead Pages has been good to me. That's what I like. If you ever signed up for any of my classes within like the last 2 years or so, or any of the Friends in Beauty events, I create all of my event pages on Lead Pages. And I think it's pretty easy to use. It's pretty much straightforward for me, at least. It was a little bit of a learning curve in the beginning, But once you get it, you'll be good to go. A lot of the things are just drag and drop, and you just change the colors to customize it for your branding. And yeah, you should be good to go. My next resource is SamCart. So SamCart is a checkout platform that features conversion optimized checkout templates along with one-click upsell, order bumps, subscriptions, and payment plan capabilities that are designed to just maximize your profits for every sale. I use SamCart I can connect SamCart to my lead pages. That's what I like. I use it for my classes and events. And I like that it integrates with my mailing list platform that I use so that as people check out, they automatically get added to my email list. I love SamCart for that because at first I was using PayPal, but the only thing about using PayPal with my lead pages is that it doesn't, even though you can put it in on the back end, it just doesn't automatically shoot the person to like a thank you page. And I would still have to like manually, my words, I would still have to manually input like email addresses onto my email address platform or my mailing list platform. But with SamCart, all of that stuff is integrated. So it just takes away a lot of the extra work that I was doing for myself. Next thing is Skillshare. And Skillshare is an online learning community for people who want to learn from educational videos. And they have thousands of classes for just creative and curious people on topics including illustration, design, photography, video, freelancing, and so much more. On Skillshare, millions of members come together to find inspiration and take the next step in their creative journey. You can also become a teacher on Skillshare and earn some extra cash if you have a topic or a class or anything that you've been wanting to teach. Definitely check out the show notes too, because I have a referral code and you can get 2 months free of their premium plan. So check the show notes for that because that's a really good thing to have. I use Skillshare to learn about photography. I use Skillshare to even learn about, certain aspects of doing this podcast. Almost anything that you can imagine is on Skillshare. So definitely check them out and check out the show notes so you can get 2 months free, okay? Because I'll be looking out for you. The next resource is MailChimp. When I first created my mailing list, I started out with MailChimp. It's free. That's important. It's free up to a certain amount of subscribers. And it was easy enough for me to practice like sending out those emails. And it was easy for me to like build my list. They have a lot of features in the upgraded plan. So right now I have switched over to Active Campaign from MailChimp because I reached my quota on MailChimp. And then Active Campaign was one that one of my previous coaches was using. And it's okay. It's not as easy to use, I feel, as MailChimp. And it's really basic looking, but it's a little bit more sophisticated as far as at the time I had it integrated with my pixels, like real techie talk. I had it integrated with my pixels for Facebook ads. So it definitely does the job. I love that I could do like my automated emails in there and I could create email sequences and it could just run by itself. I love that. So definitely I recommend MailChimp if you're just starting out and you just want to get into the routine of like how to use a mailing list subscriber kind of platform. Definitely check out MailChimp. And then they have tons of other ones like Active Campaign, I believe ConvertKit, Constant Contact. It's so many of them out there. Just do your research, but I recommend starting with MailChimp. It's super easy. Also, next resource is Calendly. I use Calendly for scheduling my coaching calls and podcast interviews. It eliminates all of the back and forth with trying to coordinate schedules with people. Those emails used to send, well, are you available today at 5 or are you available at 6? Actually, I'm not available at 5. I'm available at 7. Like, that used to be so annoying. Calendly cuts out all of that. I send them the link and they can choose a time that works for them based off of my availability because it links directly to my Google Calendar. And you can also add like preliminary questions that can help you prepare for the call or for the meeting. The next resource that I want to share with you is an app that I use to edit my videos on my phone for social media. And that app is called InShot. They have it for Droid and they have it for Apple. You can change the layout. You can add transitions, music, trim videos, add words, all of those good things. Anything that you could pretty much do on a computer to edit, you can do it on your phone in InShot. And this is my go-to for video editing on my phone because it's super simple, easy to use, and gets the job done. I don't have to worry about editing a video on my computer, then trying to send it to my phone and then posting it. Everything is all in one place. The next resource that I want to share with you is Zoom. Now, I feel like a lot of people know about Zoom, especially now. Zoom was popping, during quarantine. I use Zoom to host my virtual classes, virtual coaching calls, coaching programs, and I also use Zoom to record my podcast interviews, the video and the audio. So definitely check out Zoom if you've been trying to, do some virtual things lately. Zoom is definitely reliable and a go-to for a lot of professionals in a lot of industries. Now, I told you I was going to save my most favorite resource for last because it's just everything to me. And that resource is Canva. There is an app for it, and you can also use it on the computer. Canva is bae, okay? I make all of my graphics for social media on Canva, workbooks, lead magnets, presentations, logos. Like, I could do so much in Canva. I have the pro plan, so I get to get like transparent backgrounds on things. I could remove background images. I could customize my brand colors, font, and all of that. But Canva is bae, okay? Anytime that you see me post a graphic, more than likely I did it in Canva. Even the graphic for this podcast, the Friends of Beauty podcast, and the graphics that I have on like the YouTube and everything, I did all of that myself in Canva. They have so many different templates that you can just grab, change the colors, change the images, and keep it moving. You have something beautiful. I wanted to talk about Canva because this is one of the resources I get asked the most questions about. If you go to my personal Instagram page, and I used to do like these videos on different like industry topics or just helpful advice. Once I started doing those videos, people kept asking me like, oh my God, how'd you do this video? And how'd you do the graphic? And one person thought I was actually doing like a whole green screen type of thing, but it was Canva. And recently Canva just added like background images for if you're hosting Zoom calls. I've seen people creating registration pages for their classes in Canva. I've seen people with, I don't know if you're familiar with Linktree, but creating their own type of Linktree thing in Canva as well. And Linktree is just basically a place where you can put all of your links in one place, because you know how on Instagram you can only put one link in your bio. But what if you have so many things going on? So Linktree is just a place where you can put multiple links in one thing. I'm even considering doing some kind of free workshop or something on Canva because I just love it so much. So if that is something that you are interested in, let me know because I have no problem with doing that. But those were my top 10 resources that keep my business running. We have Printful, PayPal, Lead Pages, SamCart, Skillshare, MailChimp / ActiveCampaign Now, Calendly, InShot, Zoom, and the bae Canva. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions on any of the resources that I mentioned, feel free to reach out to me. I'm an open book. People that know me know that I'm an open book. I have no problem with answering any questions that you have. Just shoot me a DM or email and I will get back to you. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. And if you haven't tried out some of these resources, I definitely encourage you to look into them because it may be something that can help you in your business. That's it for this week's episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. And I will talk to you next week. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Friends in Beauty podcast. Don't forget, sharing is caring. Share this episode with at least one friend in beauty, and subscribe, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts so that other friends in beauty can find this show. Plus, we'd love to hear your feedback. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty, #Friends in Beauty to join the conversation, and join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community to stay connected. Talk to you soon.